Hello, my kindred spirits, and welcome back to Life After 50 with Pets Manifestation Challenge, week number 2. So, my kindred spirits, and welcome back to Life After. Happy Manifestation Monday. Grab your coffee, your tea, your journal, or whatever makes you feel comfortable, because today we are checking in for week 2 of our 30-day manifestation challenge. And before we get started, I want you to remember something very, very important. If you don't feel like anything has happened yet, don't give up. Manifestation is not always about waking up one morning and suddenly having everything you ask for sitting at your front door. Sometimes the first changes happen inside of us. Maybe you're thinking differently. Maybe you're noticing opportunities you wouldn't have noticed before. Maybe you're becoming more aware of the things you're grateful for. Maybe you're starting to believe that something better really could happen for you. And sometimes, my kindred spirits, that is where the manifestation begins. So come on back and let's talk about it. So, how are we doing? So here we are, 2 weeks into the journey together, and I want you to think to when we first started. We wrote down what we wanted. We chose our intentions. We started practicing gratitude. We began using our 369 manifestation method. And our first major focus has become abundance. Now, when I say abundance, I'm not only talking about money. Of course, financial abundance would be wonderful. I think most of us could use a little more money and a little less stress in this day and age. But abundance can come into our lives so many different ways. It can be abundance in love, abundance in friendships, abundance in opportunity, abundance in peace, abundance in health, and abundance in more confidence, abundance in time, or simply waking up and feeling like you're finally moving in the right direction. So my first question for you today is, what have you noticed since we started this challenge? Really, truly think about it. Did somebody call you that you weren't expecting? Did you hear about a new opportunity? Did you suddenly get an idea? Did someone do something kind for you? Did something work out that normally would have stressed you out? Did you find money you forgot that you had? Did you save money somewhere? Did someone give you something you needed? Did you simply have a peaceful day? Write those things down, because sometimes we are so focused on the bigger manifestations that we overlook all the little things happening around us. Don't obsess over the results this week. I want us to work on something that can be very difficult. That is letting go of the need to control exactly how our manifestation happens. I know that's easier said than done. When you really want something, you think about it constantly. Is it coming? When is it coming? Why hasn't it happened yet? Am I doing something wrong? Maybe manifestation doesn't work for me. And then suddenly, our manifestation practice becomes another source of stress. And that's not what I want for us at all. Our job is to set the intentions, take action when opportunities appear, and then allow life to unfold. For example, maybe you're manifesting a better job. You might be imagining one particular company or one particular position. But what if the opportunity meant for you comes from somewhere completely different? What if something better is being lined up? We don't always know. So this week, I'm reminding myself too. I don't need to know exactly how it's going to happen. I just need to stay open. Check your 369 practice. Now let's talk about our 369 method. If you've been doing it every day, amazing. But if you miss a day or 2 days or even several days, please don't quit. Please don't look at that journal and think, well, I messed up, so I have to start completely over. No, just pick up your pen and continue. Remember, we're writing our manifestation 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times in the evening. But I also want you to do something a little different this week. Don't just write the words, feel them. If you're writing, I am financially secure and opportunities flow easily into my life, stop for a moment and imagine how financial security would actually feel. Would you feel relieved? Would you sleep better? Would you feel excited? Would you be able to help your family? Would you finally be able to stop worrying every time you looked at your bank account? Connect with that feeling, because I think sometimes we can turn manifestation into homework, and then that doesn't help. Write it 3 times, check. Write it 6 times, check. Write it 9 times, check. And we're not emotionally connected to what we're writing. This week, let's slow down and put some feeling behind those words. Gratitude before the manifestation arrives. Another thing I want us to focus on this week is gratitude. And this is something I've been thinking about a lot. It's easy to be grateful when things are going perfectly, but can we find something to be grateful for when things aren't perfect? This is the challenge. Maybe you don't have everything you want right now. Neither do I. We're all works in progress, but there is something in your life today that you once prayed for, wished for, or hoped that would happen. Think about that. Maybe it's your home. Maybe it's your relationship. Maybe it's one of your children. Maybe it's your pet. Maybe it's your job. Maybe it's simply making it through something you thought would completely break you, and you survived it. You're still here. You're still trying. And especially for those of us navigating life after 50, starting again can be very scary. Sometimes we look around and think, shouldn't I have everything figured out by now? But who decided that? Life changes. People change. Relationships change. Jobs change. Dreams change. And sometimes we have to build a completely new life at any age when we thought we'd already have it figured out. That doesn't mean our story is over. Maybe we're just entering a new chapter. So here's your journal prompt for this week. Write this at the top of a fresh page. What would my life look like if I truly believed everything was working for me? And don't rush through this. What would your mornings look like? Where would you live? What would your finances look like? What kind of work would you be doing? Who would be around you? How would you feel when you woke up? Would you travel? Would you start a new business? Would you create something? Would you spend more time with your family? Would you have a little bit more peace? Write it all down. Don't worry about whether it sounds realistic. This is your journal. Nobody gets to tell you that your dream is too big. So, for week 2 affirmation, before we close, I want us to say a few affirmations together. If you can, say them out loud. I am open to receiving abundance. I trust that the right opportunities are finding me. I release the need to control how everything happens. I am worthy of good things happening in my life. Money flows to me through unexpected and expected ways. I am attracting opportunities that are meant for me. I am becoming the person I need to be for the life I desire. I choose gratitude even when I am waiting. I trust the timing of my life. My age does not limit my dreams. And finally, it is never too late to begin again. Take a second and really let that last one sink in. It is never, ever too late to begin again. So in closing, my kindred spirits, we have made it through week 2. And whether you've followed every single step perfectly or you've struggled a little along the way, I'm proud that you're still here. We're not looking for perfection. We're looking for progress. Keep writing. Keep visualizing. Keep practicing gratitude. Keep your eyes open for those little signs, opportunities and changes, and most importantly, keep living your life while you're manifesting the life you're dreaming about. Would love for you to leave a comment to tell me what is one thing that has happened to you since you started this 30-day manifestation challenge. It does not have to be huge. Tell me about the little wins too. And if you're just joining us, don't worry, you can still start today. There is always room for another kindred spirit cauldron circle. Thank you so much for spending another Manifestation Monday with me. Thank you for being part of the Cauldron Circle. And remember, your story is not finished. Your dreams have not expired, and it's never, ever too late to begin again. And I'll see you in the next video. Blessed be, so mote it be, and so it is. Bye.